some kind of a rose in the brown. It's not just the usual orangey browns or beigey browns. I do like this color a lot. You're just going above, down, above, down, above, down. Don't go all the way up to where your highlighter is. And then if you want to make sure, go the opposite direction, the horizontal direction. Make sure you get towards the back real good. Because that's what you're doing. You're making a transition for your darkest color. And for that, I'm going to use, I believe it's E45. Yeah, E45. That's a tapered blending brush. And we're going to go in this darkest color. And because it's a tapered brush, you roll it. Because there's different levels. Because it's tapered. And tap that off real good because it's dark. And I'm going to use a small mirror. And you're going to put down on the outside, because wherever you put down is where the most product comes off. And then you can look up if you want it to be real cut looking, because your skin, your crease skin will naturally grab that brush. Just windshield wiper motions. And then I do a little twist and go out, in, and I'm making that V area. Now I'm going to use a smudger brush. That's an E20. Sigma calls it a short shader. It's a little short brush. It's very, very dense. I like to wet it with my own spit, or you can use all kinds of things. You can use a primer spray. You can use like Fix Plus from MAC. You could use any of your primer sprays, or you could just wet it with it. Keep a damp cloth handy if you're in the dressing area of your ladies' room, bathroom. And I'm literally dragging this through the lashes, not under it. And what it does is it goes through the lashes and hits the skin below, and it just kind of makes sure, well, I've got really a sultry look going. I think I overdid it. I really do. Oh, I know what it is. I use my No Tug It Cosmetics Gel Waterproof Eyeliner, and it's bleeding down. I'm going to end up having to fix that, I think. Now, you can go through and just stamp this, but I'm not going to even bother doing that today. You can stamp it on the upper lash. But I'm just going to go straight into using my Tartist. But that is that palette. I do need to blend. Hold on, let me get a blending brush. There's one. But that's the palette. I think it's a really good palette. I like it a lot. I think I'll use it a lot. Again, it is cheaper, probably easier to find than the other palette. My Charlotte Tilbury Seductive Beauty Face in a Palette. Just circular motions. I'm just blending away edges here. Just the edge by the nose bone underneath the brow, and then here in the transition area, just so that it's not lines there between the three colors. And then a circular motion back there just to make sure there's not a line there. Now, I know people who actually, I think Amelia Liana actually wants a cut line there, and so she puts sticky tape there, which that's not good to put tape there and keep pulling it off. Now, I think one of the things she does to make it not so sticky, either her or, what's her name, Sanchez? I can't think of her name. Anyway, they take the sticky tape and do it on the back of their hand a few times so that the skin and skin dust comes off and makes it not so tacky that it pulls. So it's just barely on there, which is probably best. All right, now I'm going to use the Tartist, the wide end, because I already have the crayon end on when I use the, you know what, I've got some fallout. Hold on. So what are you going to do? You take your dual fiber brush and just flick it off. Yep. Usually it gets on either side of your nose and right under your eye, right through there. Just make sure that you got it off. Alright, so now I get my bangs. Whoa, that almost just went all over my finger. It did get my finger a little bit, not bad. Okay, so we're going to make a straight line. Why? Because this falls on women. This is a hood, and even when you're younger it does a little bit. When you get older it really does. So if you go down, the V is just going to get lost in the hood, so it's best to go straight across. It's the weirdest looking thing while you're doing it. There. Then connect it down here. And then go back and literally lay this on the eyelash line and make sure there's no skin showing. Get it right on the lashes, because I was a little high on that, a little too far up. Which it just makes a more pronounced liner when you do that, I guess. It's not, it's just whatever your preference is. There. You see now how that appears to go up like that? That's just because the skin's coming down. And that's why you do a straight line. Try to do about the same on both sides. So here we'll do the same thing. Again, we're just going to lay this down on the, whoops, lash line. My hand skipped, but I don't think it messed it up. Let me go on in. I'm going to go a little further in this time. Sometimes I stop at the front of the lashes. Sometimes I go all the way into the, almost all the way in the tear duct. I don't ever put it all the way in, but you know. I've got a bump there. Trying to get it right now before it dries. And we'll reshape it a little. Sometimes you can rest your hand on your cheek so you don't move. Again, right down on the lashes. And then where it's pulled, if like me, you have it where, you know, it pulled across the skin, and because it's not tight skin, it makes a little skip mark like dashes. Then just fill that in with the tip. Almost like you're painting with the tip end. This one's drying out, I can tell, because it's kind of difficult to work with. It's not normally this difficult. Make sure you connect. See, my connection's not even working. About the same. Oops, I see some flash. There. That's about it. I will say I have found with these Tartist that the liquid liner actually goes out before the crayon liner does. I have a fuzz on my finger because I petted my little doggy. Okay. I didn't do my eyelashes. Well, I am going to go forward and finish. Let's see how close we are. A few minutes. We're already in part 2 anyway, so you know. Do y'all ever get where sometimes you can't swallow? Like I'll be swallowing and I'll choke, or I'll start to swallow and I have to like concentrate on it. I think, oh my gosh, I hope that's not really Alzheimer's or something like that, but I don't know. I don't know if it's aging or just not needing to slow down some. I was looking at this. This is, what is this? The Wildlife series from CJ. I can't read all of it, but anyway, it's from our local birdseed shop. It's called Wild Birds of Atlanta. And they had this in there. They have some little, you know, items in there besides seed. And I love the American Goldfinch. But I haven't seen them around much. I think it's this kind of seed, Niger and sunflower and all that kind of stuff is blooming now. And so they're getting it in the wild. That's all I can figure. Alright, I'm going to put this down. A lot of times when you do this, put it right down on the lid. It'll pop up the lashes. A lot of times when you do this, it will smudge the eyeliner because it hasn't finished drying yet. If that's the case, it's okay. We're finishing up the eye mascara. And we're fixing to load. My son's going to be here again. He's coming over and he's just going to be playing with the babies, and they love him so much. I bet nobody on YouTube holds their eyelash curler this long but me. Remember, I do the L, and then I kind of let out the lashes to about halfway down and then curl it back towards the crease. I literally have to, it took just a hair of it off. I literally have to lift my elbow to get that position. There's the L. Let it out a little bit. Now I gotta see how you have to actually lift your elbow to do it. To do it right. I think. And what do we always do? We take our wonderful makeup towel, which I'm going to be getting another one, where I got this original one. Even though you can just go get a black towel from Bed Bath & Beyond or wherever you get your towels. That's where I get mine. I wouldn't put a lot of money in it because it's just for makeup. And all our other towels are whites so that we can bleach them because I like them really super duper clean. But those aren't. Those are black. I've got two black ones. That black one, another black one that doesn't actually say anything about makeup. It's just a black washcloth, really. And I've got a gray, black and brown plaid kind of looking one. It's like just a dark one, you know, that tells you, okay, that's my makeup. Just use it for makeup. So that you can single it out and not mess up your other towels. And don't ever do that in a hotel. Always take you a black towel with you. Like I've got another clean one. That one's dirty. It needs to go in the laundry. But I've got a clean one and I'll be taking that with me. Always have it while you're getting ready for two reasons. For one thing, you see I just got some on my finger. And because I was